Hello, everyone. My name is Kim Scott. I'm a presidential diamond with It Works Global, and I have with me LaSonya Ford.
Hello, everyone, and I'm a triple diamond leader with It Works Global.
So we want to come to you guys to talk about getting fit for fall, but also just getting fit for a lifetime, just being healthy for a lifetime. And some of the things that we've used in order to get healthy with our product line. So I'll share a little bit about myself first, and then I'll let LaSonya share just a little bit about herself. I personally have been with the company for almost 5 years come this October. So I've been using the products for as long as I've been with the company. The first product that attracted me to It Works is the Ultimate Body Applicator that everyone loves to refer to as the wrap, or maybe you've seen it called a skinny wrap. And so when I saw that, I am a mother of 5 guys. So when I saw someone get results in as little as 45 minutes from using this big oversized patch, I'm like, what is this? And how can I use it? How does it work? Can it work for me? Right? And if it works for me, then I'm going to sell it. And those were probably my exact thoughts then. So I obviously started using the products right away to get my own results. I have since, lost over 20 pounds. I've kept it off. I'm still on just a lifestyle journey to stay healthy, to always be healthy. Obviously, because I am a mother of 5 and I'm a mother in general, having good health is important, and having enough energy is definitely important. And let's face it, when you have children, you still want to feel good about yourself. And so the product line helps me to do all of those things in addition to keeping my energy up, because Lord knows, as a single mother of 5, I need tons of energy, guys, to get the job done between running a full-time business and being a full-time mom. So that's a little bit about me. LaSonya, why don't you share a little bit about yourself with everyone?
Sure. So as I mentioned before, I'm LaSonya. I've been with the company for a little over 2 years now. So, and my story is a little different from Kim because I got introduced to the products first. So that was my introduction to It Works, through the products. And I was trying to work out in the gym, but have never really been committed to my health. Okay. Just to be completely honest and transparent. And so I was slacking off a bit, but my 30th birthday trip was coming up. So I was like, okay, LaSonya, you're running out of time. What are you going to do? Someone told me about these crazy wraps. And again, I did not think it would work, because by day I'm a clinical pharmacist. So I'm sitting there trying to think of it like, okay, you're going to tell me I'm going to put this wrap on and it's going to do this and my stomach is going to look like that. Yeah, I don't believe the hype. So I was like, what do you have to lose? You got a week before your trip. There's no way you're going to lose some inches, to get in this swimsuit. I tried it and I was completely wowed. And so that was kind of my introduction to the products. And then as I got a little older, I realized the importance of just trying to just be a better LaSonya. I've always struggled with low energy. And so I found products that would help me increase my energy. And so the rest is history. I travel a lot. And so the products just kind of help me stay fit, help me be able to get in a swimsuit when I'm on the beach. And then on an everyday basis, keeping up with everything that I do, just having the energy to kind of maintain it all.
I love it. I love it. And, one of the things that I really love about this is just the variety of people who use the products. Like, I'm just sitting here thinking about a clinical pharmacist trying to wrap their mind around the science of how the wrap works, how our products are really going to work. And I 100% understand the skepticism. Lots of people are skeptical. It's almost trying to explain to the person who has only ever ridden a horse, trying to explain to them how they can get there faster by using an automobile or an airplane or a train. When a person has only ever ridden a horse, it's like, what is this foreign language that you're talking about? And, it's hard for the brain to really comprehend. So it's 100% natural for some of you guys to watch this and think, you're right. That we're like, paid spokespeople and,
Mhm.
you know, and this stuff is just a bunch of junk. But guys, really it's not. We're just regular people who honestly have fallen in love with the results, the products, and helping others get the same results.
Absolutely.
So why don't you pull, we're going to share our screen really fast and we're going to show you, because I'm a show and tell kind of person who loves show and tell in kindergarten. We're going to share our screen and show you some of our personal results.
Where should I start? You want to start with yours or?
Sure. We can start with my weight loss, and I can share with you guys a few of the products that I use.
Can you see my screen?
I can.
Okay, perfect.
If we can just blow that up for everyone. I don't know how easy that is for you to do.
Let's see. I'm like not tech savvy at all.
Okay. That's good, actually. That's fine. I think people can see it good enough. So guys, this is my 30-day results. 30 days.
Wow.
It Works products. So, you know, I was never really overweight, but I had, you know, that muffin top growing in. When I wore a dress, I hated it. I was self-conscious. I definitely was not putting on a two-piece. And so those are my 30-day results. The products that I used was our greens, which I still use every single day. I also used our fat fighters, our ThermoFit, and I've since also incorporated our shake and a probiotic. Okay, so I don't personally take the ThermoFit now anymore. I'm just about at my desired weight, give or take a pound or two here, depending upon what weekend you catch me on. And so I don't any longer use the ThermoFit. What I do use occasionally is our fat fighters. So occasionally if I have a pasta, or, you know, if I'm going somewhere and I say, you know what, I'm in the mood for a dessert, then I have my fat fighters there to kind of keep me in check. And I'll tell you what those products do and what they are. So the greens that I still use on a daily basis, basically what that does is it helps to get the body's system normal and regulated by balancing. Yes, and that, guys, is a packet of our greens on the go, and my favorite flavor, which is berry. Okay, so that's my favorite. I use it every single day. It gives you 55 different herbs. It is vegan. It is gluten-free. It also gives you your 8 servings of fruits and vegetables a day. It alkalizes, balances, detoxifies the body, in addition to boosting the immune system and also giving you a natural energy that's pulled from green tea extract. So there's not caffeine in it, but you will get a nice burst of natural energy, which is really great. And most people are really looking for that. You know, we all need more energy. We all have high demand lives where I know me personally, I always feel like I'm on go. From the time I crack my eyes open, I'm checking my phone. I'm looking through emails. I'm responding to people all the way throughout the day, whether it's text messages, calls, emails, to the end of the day. So the greens give me the energy. It keeps my health good. I never even get a cold, guys. Seriously. Neither does my household. I also give it to my children. And also it keeps the body's waste out. It keeps the stomach alkaline, which means that bacteria, disease, germs aren't growing inside the body. And it also keeps you flowing naturally the way that you should. Go into the bathroom, not in a way like as if you've taken a laxative, but it just makes you regular. So the greens is definitely one of my secret weapons in my arsenal for keeping myself healthy and for keeping my stomach flat. The other 2 products that I use to get those results in 30 days, our Fat Fighters is another plant-based natural product. Okay, and those are the Fat Fighters. And if you can take at least one of those out so they can see, they are tablets. So the tablets are able to be cut if you need to be, you know, cut the tablets. And that's it. All of our tablets look exactly the same. So if you've seen one, you've seen them all. And you take 2 Fat Fighters 15 to 60 minutes after your heaviest meal of the day. So if you're eating pretty clean and you have no heavy meals, good for you. But you are not the majority of America.
Right.
And so those fat fighters will help to block a certain percentage of the carbs and a certain percentage of the fat from the meal that you just ate. Gently expel it down, out your stomach, out through your bottom. And it's White Genes approved. None of our products work like a laxative. Everything is gently expelled out the body. So that's how our fat fighters work. And then our ThermoFit, which I took as well to help me get those results. Basically what the ThermoFit does is it's a thermogenic. So a thermogenic, what it does is it warms up the body's temperature. Okay. The key ingredients in our ThermoFit is acai berry, raspberry ketone, and cayenne pepper. So what it does is it warms the body's temperature up, which then begins to fire up and rev up your metabolism, which will cause you to burn more calories throughout the day. So I took 2 ThermoFit every single day. So my regimen would look like this: greens in the morning, 1 ThermoFit with my, 1 ThermoFit with my breakfast, 1 ThermoFit with my lunch, and for me, 2 fat fighters with my dinner. Okay, because dinner for me was my heaviest. I was pretty good while I was at work, but once I got home and I had to cook for the family, I wanted to eat whatever they were eating. So it was 2 fat fighters after dinner. And that was my regimen. I also watched my portion sizes. I did calorie counting as well. And in addition to that, I did work out moderately, nothing heavy, about 30 minutes a day, 2 to 3 times a week. Brisk walks, nothing intense. And that was my results for 30 days. And then the next thing that I want to show you guys, which still blows me away to this day, if you guys can see me on here, the next picture is of my skin, which was terrible. And right now, guys, I have on absolutely no makeup. So it just goes to show you how far I've come with my skin. So I don't know how good you guys can see this on camera, but the picture on the left, my skin had blemishes everywhere. It was red. It was oily. The skin was inflamed. And quite frankly, I was very insecure about it. At any given time when your skin is breaking out like that, you can wake up in the morning, leave out the house, and you think that you've popped every whitehead, right? Let's be real.
Right.
And by noon, a new one has surfaced that you have not laid eyes on yet. But guess who has laid eyes on it? Every coworker who's had a conversation with you. And do you know how I would know that there's a whitehead developing? Because instead of them giving me eye contact, instead of it being eye to eye, it was eye to pimple. And I hated it. And even if you try to cover it up with makeup, pimples show through makeup later. They just do. And we hate it. And I hated it. And I just wanted normal skin. I didn't want to be 29, 30 years old looking like I was 12. Okay. And so I said, you know what? Let me give these products a try. 2 things that happened here. Once I got healthy on the inside, right? It was a 2-part process, because what shows up on the outside is a reflection of what's going on the inside. So the greens was an integral part of my skin clearing up, because the greens help to balance out whatever it is that was going on in my body and help me to detoxify my body on a daily basis. In addition to that, I added a 1-2 punch, and I used our It Works skincare line. It is amazing, guys. It is great for all skin types, even for sensitive skin. They are natural and plant-based and hypoallergenic. I used our cleanser in addition to our toner. Okay, once to twice a day, I would do the cleanser and toner. On days that I wore makeup, I absolutely washed my face morning and night. One of my other beauty secrets is that I added in one of those electronic facial brushes to get a really good deep clean. Okay. And so if you have oily skin that easily builds up debris, I would recommend, we don't sell that, but I would recommend you can go get cheap ones. Order them from Amazon. I'm a Sephora girl. I got a Clarisonic. Shout out to Clarisonic for that free promo. But anyway, so I would use that on a daily basis. And then once or twice a week, I would use our It Works exfoliating pill. And they call it a pill, but it's really more like a scrub. You would massage it into the skin on the face, and don't forget the neck. Anything you do to your face, always do to your neck. So I would, cleanse my face with a cleanser, pat it dry, and then I would apply the exfoliating pill in circular motions, avoiding my eyes, and then I would leave it on for about 7 to 10 minutes, and then I would take a hot washcloth, wring it out, and wipe it all off. Okay. And then if I was really feeling fancy, once a week, I would do our facial mask, which is amazing. It's similar to our Ultimate Body Applicator. Okay. Except for it's specially designed for the face. So it looks just like a wrap, except for it has the eyes cut out, the nose area cut out so you can breathe, and the mouth area cut out. And you literally sit on the face, and it looks like a big Halloween mask, but except for it's a beauty mask. And what it does is it deeply hydrates the skin. And I know so many people who are oily are afraid of moisture. But the truth is that if you use products that are good for your skin, it will help you to get your skin normal, and your skin will produce less oil. So it seems like an oxymoron when you are already oily to add something that's going to add extra hydration. But trust me when I tell you guys, if you could see my skin now, if you could see my skin in the picture, it absolutely works. So that's what I use for my skincare regimen. And I just want to back up really quick, because as I talked about the facial applicators, I forgot to tell you guys that I used wraps. So I still do wrap, guys. I still do wrap. I feel like I'm almost really to where I want to be, with being consistent more recently with the wraps. And they absolutely help, guys. They really are like magic. They're the closest thing to magic, the closest and most affordable thing to surgery without having to get the surgery, without the downtime. It firms up the skin. Because some people are like, well, why don't you just work out? And I'm here to tell you, unless you've been stretched out by a baby one time, heck, especially 5 times, don't tell me what your body is supposed to do in the gym. You have no idea what skin looks like once you gain excessive weight or once you've been stretched out by childbirth. It is not the same, and you can work out all day long, but your skin will look different than what you want it to do. Our wraps help to tighten, tone, and firm the skin, reduce the appearance of cellulite, which people still have when they work out.
Yes.
And reduce the appearance of stretch marks, which people still have when they work out. So the wraps are not to help you lose weight. They are to contour the body. They are to smooth out the cellulite. They are to reduce the appearance of stretch marks. And they are to get rid of those trouble areas that you've been working your tail off with your diet and exercise and you just can't get right. So the wraps are great for that. And that is also one of my secret weapons that I use in getting this mommy of 5 body together. So that's my piece. So LaSonya, why don't you share some of your results that you've had with the products in our product line?
Sure. Let's see where I should start first. Let me share my screen. So let's start with the cleanse. I know you briefly talked. Well, no, actually you didn't talk about the cleanse. So I'll start with the cleanse. Hopefully everyone can see this picture. So as I mentioned before, I'm a huge skeptic when it comes to the products, but as I mentioned, I kind of moved forward from being a huge skeptic, because as a pharmacist, I was able to kind of read through our ingredients and make sure that our products are clean. And that's the one attractive piece with It Works, is that all of our products are all natural. So that's the one thing that I really want to point out, that our products are all natural. But here it is. I was at a conference and they said, oh, we got this new product. It's a 2-day herbal cleanse, and it's white pan approved, and it does not work like a laxative. Okay, so me not trusting no one, I was like, okay, I'll try this 2-day cleanse, but I'm not leaving my house because I'm sure I will be the one that is going to have the opposite effect on, right? So I literally sat at home for 2 days, just waiting for the moment. But here are my results. Okay. So it was not, anything, like I said, does not work like a laxative. You're going to get a crazy, I was able to get amazing results just through the bloating. I have always struggled with a lot of GI issues, constipation, low energy, you name it. But a lot of times people have migraines, a number of things. And a lot of times it boils down to different food sensitivities that we're not even aware of. So since trying this product, and it has really helped me with energy, as you can see, crazy reduction in bloating just within days. And I also lost 4.5 pounds within those within that 2 to 3 day period. So the cleanse has become my staple. Okay. So as I mentioned before, it is a 2-day herbal cleanse. Basically, I love that there's no harsh products in here. And what happens is, the reason why I think I love it so much is because it's only 2 days. So it's not, anyone can commit to 2 days. I've tried different detoxes and cleanses where you got to do it 30 days, and I fall off about day 7 or 8. And then, a lot of other products you cannot eat with it. I love that we can eat with this product. Okay. So basically you take one in the morning with your breakfast and one at dinner. So that's like an easy thing. Not to mention, I literally put this in my purse. Okay. So a lot of times I'm at work and my coworker's like, girl, what is that you're taking? Or after I've done a cleanse, they're like, oh, I noticed you've toned, you slimmed down. What are you doing? And so this is literally my favorite product. I always keep at least 1 or 2 on hand. But most importantly, this is going to just remove the toxins from your body. So that's where you notice like a huge difference in the bloating while still giving you those essential nutrients that you need. So anytime that I just feel sluggish, super bloated, because look, we all eat what we don't supposed to eat, right? And then my weakness happens to be tacos and hot wings. So, and that's the reason why I keep this on hand. But I noticed that a lot of people recently watched What the Health. And I think the most important thing that people miss out on is like, okay, I'm going to switch over to this new diet. I'm going to switch over to plant-based diet. But the one essential step that I think a lot of people miss was, are you going to detox? Are you going to remove all those toxins and that waste from your body before bringing on, a new diet? Because the reality is you may not really benefit from all the essential nutrients that you're getting with that new diet, because guess what? You're still full of waste and you're still toxic. So I always tell people, I'm not opposed to, switching over to the diet, whatever your preference is, but to maximize your results, you always want to detox. What's the first thing that, most personal trainers tell you when you want to lose weight, or they want to start you on a new meal plan? Well, we're going to detox you for a few days. This is why you do this. You always want to reset. So the cleanse is great for resetting. And I love it because, again, it's only 2 days and it's gentle. You can go shopping. You can travel. I've traveled taking the cleanse. So I just love it. I love the cleanse. That's, like I said, one of my staple products that I literally keep every at least 2 to 3 on hand. And so here are my personal results, the 2-day cleanse. So will forever be an avid user for that. And then the other is, let's go here. WOW. Okay, so WOW stands for Wipe Out Wrinkles. And I've always struggled with having bags under my eyes. It was just one of those things where I would say, okay, it is what it is. And I think after I went to pharmacy school, they got even worse because I'm a night owl. I never sleep. As I previously mentioned, I was just not a fan of really taking care of my body. So I have always struggled with having bags. And so I got a chance to try out this amazing product at another conference. Okay. I just did not think it was going to work on me, mainly because I've always had bags under my eyes. So I'm like, okay, you're not going to tell me that they're going to disappear. And funny enough, this picture was taken after I got in the car, leaving the conference, not thinking that it worked for me. And I looked in the mirror and I was just like, oh my God. So I looked over to my line sister, who happens to be my business partner. And I was like, girl, look at this. So just looking at this picture, you can tell, like, obviously I applied the WOW here. Okay. And so WOW is great for any fine lines, any creases. I happen to use it for my bags, but any laugh lines, you can really use WOW for all of that. So any problem area you have, and I'll show you what it looks like. Again, very small packaging to the point where you can just throw a few in your makeup bag, or if you're going away for the weekend. So I really love this stuff. I keep a few packets in my not my garment bag, my little travel bag. And believe it or not, a lot of makeup artists love this product because you don't need as much concealer. Because if you're kind of tightening up that skin there, you don't need as much. So you basically use less concealer. So how do you use it? When you're ready to do it, you basically massage the pack and you kind of activate the ingredients in there. And you would want to use it once a day. I tend to use it before I put on my moisturizer in the morning, especially if I'm going on a date night or something like that. I don't want to be looking like, my husband's grandmother or something, or auntie. So like they say, you don't want to wear your age on your face. So you would just open it up after you massage the ingredients, and then you just literally massage it in whatever area you want to put it in. And if you have laugh lines, you can put it in that area as well. Wait a few minutes, add your moisturizer, apply your makeup, and that's it. So again, this here is my here are my results for using Wow. I don't wear a lot of makeup, but when I'm trying to, especially when I'm going out, planning to take pictures, I definitely use Wow, and I just put moisturizer on top of Wow.
I love it. And I was going to add too, I use mine. I have like sort of enlarged pores on my cheeks. And not only do I put it there, it kind of plugs and smooths that.
Wow.
The Wow does, but also for people who have naturally oilier skin. Can I just say oily skin is really a blessing as long as you're controlling it, because that oil helps for you not to get wrinkled. I don't know if people know that. So oily skin people everywhere celebrate that oil that your skin produces. But I know sometimes we don't want to look so oily. So I just take a little bit of Wow. A little bit really does go a long way. I kind of just rub it over my fingers once I shake and activate it. Just a little bit over my fingers. And I do one of these once over numbers really fast, right?
Nice.
And it really conceals the oil up to give you a very matte look.
That's good to know.
Yeah. So I'm a fan of the Wow for sure.
So if you have oily skin, go out and get the Wow.
Yes.
And let's share for my last product review. And this is probably one that's very near and dear to my heart, because a lot of women in my family struggle with hair thinning. Some even have alopecia. Quite a few of the ladies in my family can't even wear their hair out, they have full wigs. And so once I realized that my hair was thinning, I got really scared, because I'm like, oh my Lord, will I have a bald spot? Because my mom and my sister, they did not get a chance to kind of catch it early on. So they have full on bald spots. So I was like, oh Lord. And then at least with my mom and my sister, they could kind of conceal theirs, but mine is, as you can see, it was right in the front. Okay. So it's kind of hard to cover that up. When I would wear braids, and basically this I don't know if it was just stress, from wearing a lot of protective styles, mainly the braids. I would go to a lot of African braiding shops, and I think my hair is very fine. So it was just too much on my ends or my edges. But needless to say, I basically lost a lot of hair here, to the point where it was very embarrassing, because when I would wear braids, you would have to kind of cover it up, or use so many braids on one side to not make it as noticeable. So that was a very sensitive time for me. I mean, it's a sensitive topic, because I'm like, Lord, well, one day I wake up and not have hair. But I'm just so thankful for finding It Works for the hair, skin, nail vitamins. As I mentioned before, I was all about the wraps, just trying to get in a 2-piece, and little did I know that this company had some amazing hair vitamins, because I tried other products that did not work for me. But what I love about our hair, skin, nail vitamins, one, and I'll share with you all what they look like, but you take 2 a day. Okay, it has a good amount of biotin in it, so that's the great thing about our product. Also, compared to other agents, it dissolves very quickly. So people are able to see really, really great results very quickly. So I appreciated that. And then I was kind of concerned about the breakout when I first started, because a lot of other, I've broken out before from trying other products. But what I do know is that you always want to hydrate. Okay, so, but I did not have any issues. Again, this is what the vitamin looked like. I'm going to try to show you all. I always think about what people do on YouTube when they cover up the back. But this is what the tablet looks like. Very small tablet. You can take 2 a day. Drink it with water and food. And since then, I have not had any issues with hair thinning. Another thing I appreciated is the fact that all of my hair is not on the bathroom floor. Not only was my hair thinning around my edges, but my hair was just breaking off like crazy. It would be embarrassing because I'm like sweeping up a ton of hair. So yeah, that's one thing that I've changed with my lifestyle. My hair is growing like crazy. I do a lot of protective styles now because I am natural. And then I just think it's better for your hair and your hair health when you don't have to manipulate it every day. So that consists of my personal product journey with some of my favorite products.
Thank you so much for sharing. So I know some of you guys are looking and you're like, who's buying all of that stuff? Right? It's like, okay, that's great, but who's buying all of that stuff, right? Like, I know you guys are thinking, y'all take all of that. And let me just say this. The great thing about It Works is that we have an amazing loyal customer program, right? Which allows people, okay, which will allow our customers to try products. You can try 1 or 2 a month if you want, right? Mm-hmm. And you can try it over 90 days, switching out the products to see what things are your personal favorites. So if weight loss is the lane that you're in, right? And you say, you know what, I'm looking for a good vegan protein shake. I want to try that. You know, I'm on a budget. You know, I also am interested in those greens. How can I get all of these things that I want to try? Maybe month 1, you do the greens and the cleanse like LaSonya suggested, because before you do anything, you want to detox out that body to make sure that your body's actually getting the nutrients, right? So you want to go ahead and detox your body out. And then that's month 1. And then month 2, maybe you want to slide in and try the ThermoFit and the Fat Fighter so that you can start really focusing on that weight loss, your diet, and working out. And then perhaps month 3, you say, you know what? I want to try those wraps. I want to get the wraps. And then after your 3rd month, now you've accumulated what we call Perk Points. And it's basically one of our programs that our loyal customers get, where you get 10% back of your monthly orders in Perk Points, and every point is $1. Okay. Yeah. So let's say, for example, if you've been a loyal customer for 90 days and you've gotten, let's say, $75 worth of product, per month, let's just say, okay, then you're going to have roughly about $30 or so to spend towards free product. Now that could be $30 off something. So maybe month 4, that's $30 off the shake, or maybe it's $30 off the hair, skin, and nails, which would only be $33 for you. Mm-hmm. Okay. And so let me explain. When you agree to be a loyal customer, there are 2 ways that you can become a loyal customer when you go to checkout. The first way, you'll see that it says, I like to save money and get my products monthly. Okay. And what that will do is allow you to try our products over at least a minimum of 90 days, where your first order would be considered your first month. And then you would have 2 other orders after that, where you get to pick the products that you want. And it can be any product from our product line. And starting with your first order, there will be no other charges or hidden fees attached to it. You will get to use the products at the same price as the distributors, which is our wholesale pricing, without having to commit to the business or becoming a distributor. How is that? Wouldn't you like to go into Nordstrom and say, hey, listen, I want to buy clothes from you guys for 90 days, right? But I don't want to pay what those other people are paying. I don't want the retail stuff. what are you paying for these clothes?
Right.
That price. Wouldn't that be heaven? I wish
Yeah.
Nordstrom had a
Yeah.
loyalty program like that. I would be a shopaholic. Well, with It Works, we do have a program like that, which not only allows you to try the product at a 40% discount, just like you're a distributor, but you don't have to become a distributor. And we're giving you money back that goes towards free product. Okay. The other way, if you're one of those people who are super skeptical, you're like, listen, I really am into this. I think this is a great idea, but I don't know how I feel about stuff coming out of my account. And, I don't know if I'm good with sticking with the regimen. So I would just rather see if I can stick to something for 30 days rather than 90 days. Then guess what? We have an option for you to get the products wholesale too. You would pay a one-time lifetime $50 membership fee, similar to Costco, except for you don't have to renew that $50 membership fee once a year. With It Works Global, it's a one-time fee attached to your first order, and you get the wholesale pricing, and it's a lifetime membership. So once you pay that one-time $50 membership fee, which is the second option on that screen, then you would tack on the $50 membership fee to your order, and right away you would start seeing those wholesale savings. Okay. So let's say, for example, you were someone who wanted to start off with the wraps. Instead of paying $99 for the wraps, you would pay $59 for the wraps, which is the wholesale price, for 4 Ultimate Body applicators, and you would tack on the $50 one-time lifetime membership fee. And let's say you love your results. You will love your results if you are wrapping consistently and you're living a healthy lifestyle. You zoom through those 4 wraps and you say, okay, you know what? I'm a believer. I need 4 more. Now at this point, yes.
That was me. I signed up that was me. I signed up. I was like, I don't believe it. Just give me 1 box.
Yes.
And we'll see what happens. Doubt if I ever try. And as you can see now, I'm a distributor. I've ordered 1 million wraps, and I'm still.
And so what you do from there is, because you paid the one-time lifetime $50 membership fee, you have your own, as a loyal customer, you have your own account. It's pretty neat. You log in, you're able to manage your account, you're able to manage your orders, you're able to place your orders and all of those things. So at that point, you now have a lifetime loyal customer account. You would just log in and you would place your order for whatever it is that you want, and all of the pricing would be the wholesale pricing because you paid the one-time lifetime $50 membership fee. But if you're anything like my customers like to save money. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's because I'm a mom of 5 that I attract like couponers and those kind of people, which is nothing wrong with those kind of people because I love savings and deals. But they all love the loyal customer program, because when I tell them you need about 90 days to see something through, honestly, to see if it works for you, to see how it works. 90 days of consistency. And when I explain to people that $50 that you pay for the membership fee, that could be your box of cleanse plus some extra, like instead of paying a $50 membership fee, you should just take that $50 membership fee instead, commit to the 90 days of changing, commit to the 90 days of hair, skin, and nails, commit to the 90 days of getting yourself healthy, cleansing your body out, reaching your weight loss goals, and you can waive that $50 membership fee. But the bright side is that there's no pressure either way. We're happy to serve you no matter which way you become a loyal customer. Okay. And the other option is retail, but we're not even going to talk about that. Nobody wants to pay the retail prices. You may as well just pay the one-time $50 membership fee if you're going to do retail.
Yeah.
So we won't even talk about that. I just wouldn't even recommend it. So guys, that is our presentation. We love the products. Obviously, we're still here. LaSonya is a triple diamond leader with It Works Global. You heard it from her mouth. She is a pharmacist, right? Not going to steer you wrong. Yeah. One of the most skeptical people when it comes to holistic plant-based methods. And she is a believer because she's used the products. She's gotten the results herself. You're sitting here looking at me, mom of 5, right? I've used the products. It's cleared my skin. My body is healthy. I'm at one of my lowest weights since my early 20s.
Wow.
And here I am, 34 years old. So, guys, if you are interested in becoming a loyal customer, here's what I want you to do. Because the person who referred you to this webinar tonight has their own replicated website. Okay? We are not going to try to sign you up right here. Think on it. If you're excited, reach out to the person who referred you to this webinar tonight. Ask them for their replicated website. Go to their website, click on the shop tab at the top, browse through our categories, okay? And then put the items into your cart that you want, and then go ahead and click checkout, fill out your information and set up your account and submit your order. It's just that simple. It's online shopping. It's a secure site. You can even use PayPal to check out. So guys, I hope you've enjoyed our presentation and seeing our results. And we are so excited to help see who's the next person who will get results. And maybe some of you guys will get those results. And maybe we'll see you on one of these leadership Zooms as one of the distributors inside of the Millionaires Academy. Thank you guys for joining us tonight. Thank you so much for being my co-host, LaSonya. And everyone have a great night.
Bye. Have a good night.